Sarah. Today we're going to be doing our princess window earrings. The supplies you're going to need are a 10-pound bonded thread. I'm using the Wildfire. Okay. For our needles, I'm using John James. I'm using the size 11. You're going to need about a full arm span, so if you can get that ready. Your beads today you're going to be using are the 12mm twisted bugle. I'm going to add the silver. We're going to be using a pastel aqua and an aqua SuperDuo. And our Silverline Muki size 11 OC beads are the crystal and the aqua. I have the new Check Twist clear here. And I'm using the 3mm aqua crystal. First thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up two size 12mm bugles. Okay. Gonna hold that into place. And then you're going to take your needle through. Down to the end here. And you're going to take it and you're going to go back through it one more time. Both beads. And then you're going to pull back through again. You're going to notice it's going to pull together. Okay. And we're going to knot it. One. I like to put a double one in. And that's pulling it through twice and creating figure 8, and we're going to pull together nice and tight. I like to grab my flat nose and get it really tight. There we go. Now, I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go up through one of the bugles. I always tend to use the one on the right. Okay, so I'm going to pick up an aqua seed bead, a SuperDuo pastel, a clear seed bead, a SuperDuo pastel, clear seed bead, and a 3mm crystal. And then a clear seed bead, the pastel SuperDuo, clear seed bead, pastel SuperDuo, and then an aqua seed bead. Your aqua seed beads are going to be on your ends, and inside on the center you're going to use your clear seed beads. Again, that is 4 SuperDuos you'll have. In the middle will be 2 clear seed beads with your crystal, and on your ends will be your aqua seed beads. Let that drop down. Now I'm going to pick up 2 more of the bugles. I'm going to hold it, pull all the way down. Now I'm going to take my needle and just through the SuperDuos. I'm going to go back through again and I'm going to pull it. Pull nice and tight. I'm going to take my needle and just through the bugle here, I'm going to go through it. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up an aqua seed bead, a pastel SuperDuo, a clear seed bead, the pastel SuperDuo, clear seed bead, a 3mm crystal. You can use 4mm. I like this 3mm because it doesn't put too much emphasis just on the crystal. We want to just highlight the window. There's another SuperDuo, the clear seed bead, the pastel SuperDuo, and now the aqua seed bead. And once again, you'll have the aquas on the outside, the seed bead, clear seed beads on the inside. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go through the first set of bugles that we put on here, the bugle on the inside where the seed beads are, that's the one I'm going to go through. But I'm just going to go through the bugle, nothing else. And I pull that together, it's going to create that loop there of beads. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go through the outside bugle going up. Okay. Now I'm going to take the aqua seed bead, the clear seed bead, and then go through that SuperDuo at the top there. Okay. Now I'm going to take an aqua SuperDuo and go through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take three, four, five of the clear silver line seed bead. I'm going to take one of the aqua seed beads, one of the clear. I'm going to get a 3mm crystal, a clear seed bead, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one of the twists. A little bit harder to pick up with these. There we go. Now, once again, I'm going to put on a clear seed bead, 3mm crystal, and the clear seed bead. Now I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to bypass these here, three, and then I'm going to go through just the aqua and the first clear seed bead that we started on this line. I'm going to hold my twist, pull it all in. Now I'm going to add 4 clear seed beads here. Okay. And then I'm going to go through this SuperDuo that's next. Pull it in nice and tight. And then I'm going to add an aqua SuperDuo. I'm going to go through the other SuperDuo. Okay. Now I'm going to add a clear seed bead and an aqua seed bead, and I'm going to go through the outside bugle. And then I'm going to add an aqua seed bead and a clear seed bead and go through the next SuperDuo. I'm going to add an aqua SuperDuo and go through that next SuperDuo. And then on here I'm going to add 2 clear, 1 aqua, 1 clear, and then an aqua SuperDuo. Another clear seed bead, an aqua seed bead, and 2 more clear seed beads. So you will be needing 2 clear, 1 aqua, and 1 clear seed bead. Then you're going to add your aqua SuperDuo, another clear seed bead, another aqua seed bead, and 2 more of the clear. Push those down, and you're going to go through the other SuperDuo. I'm going to pull it in tight. I'm going to add a aqua SuperDuo, go through the pastel SuperDuo. Then you are going to add a clear seed bead and an aqua seed bead, and you're going to go through the outside bugle. Just the bugle. There we go. And then you're going to knot off right where we put our initial first one. Come through the other bugle, pull it up. I'd like to add another one at the top here. I believe you can never have enough knots going through just to make sure it's all secure. One gives way, it has to go through how many more? Okay, so I'm going to just go through the next seed bead in SuperDuo. I'm going to create a knot here. Then I'm going to take my thread zap and I'm going to trim my ends. There we go, and that one. I'll hold this one in place and trim this one up. There we go. Okay. Then you're going to make a second one. And then we're going to put the earring backs on. Now what you're going to need is you're going to need your earring back and your jump ring. So I'm going to show you how to do the earring back with using your wire. I'm using a 22 gauge craft wire from Beadsmith. It is a non-tarnished silver filled wire. And I'm going to trim off my two 2-inch pieces. Grabbing my round nose pliers, I'm going to come up the top here, grab it, feel across, make sure nothing's sticking out. Holding firmly with my other hand, I'm going to now turn it. I'm going to loosen it up and come back. Notice my tool or my hands did not move, just turned it back on. I'm going to grip firmly, pull forward, just until I can feel the wires touching. As you can see, I'm holding very strong. Now I'm going to let it loose while I'm still holding onto the wires. I'm going to turn it, and the part of the round nose pliers that's facing me, I'm going to grab onto the wires with. Now with the back end of another tool, I'm just going to take it over midway and just going to drop it down and fold it in half. I'm going to pull it straight up off, and then I'm just going to take my fingers and slightly push in. Depending on how long you want to keep your ear wires, I don't like them that long, so I'm going to trim them up. Now with the back to the flat nose pliers, I'm going to come in about 1/4 inch up from the end here, and I'm going to squeeze 1, 2, 3. That's going to flatten that top off and help me make a nice strong ear back. Again, I'm going to come in 1, 2, 3. And nice and strong. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my jump ring and I'm going to open it up. This is a 21 gauge jump ring. 20s just don't fit inside here, so you definitely need a 21 gauge jump ring. I use the same wire that I make my ear backs and make my jump rings. So now that it's open, there's a hole at the top here of the SuperDuo. I'm just going to take this through it. And apparently my hole's not open all the way, so I'm going to take my reamer and open it up. I'm going to take my jump ring and put it through. There we go. Oops. Then with my ear back, I'm going to put it on. Close up my jump ring. And voila. You have a pair of princess window earrings. Thank you for joining me. All the supplies that are required to make these are on my Etsy page. Please join me as Sarah B Designs on Etsy. I also have the kits available, so you can buy the whole kit to make them yourself without having to buy all the individual parts. Thank you for again, and we hope you join us with our next video.